people. But looking at Dr. Matiang'i, he's got a track record of success. When he was in ICT, in as much as people say that it was not very effective, and in as much as I think he's a professor of literature, but he took time to socialize with ICT, and he understood the concepts very well. He's gone to education, he's also socialized with the education system, and there are people who say that he's doing very well. So I guess the president is looking at his track record, and he's looking at a cabinet minister that he can trust at this particular stage. And also there's this erroneous perception that for you to be a good minister for interior, you must have a military training, or you must be a policeman or be a member of the intelligence. That one doesn't work in my view. What you're supposed to do is the ability to understand issues and offer solutions.
All right.
So I would imagine today, Dr. Matiang'i is immersed in reading books, literature about the security situation in Kenya, and he would now be able to take decisions just like in Kaiseri would do.
All right.
But the provision there is, with those cartels operating from Arambe House, allow him a free hand to take decisions. Because the difference between him and Kaiseri, you recall Kaiseri served as a shadow minister for security, then he was an assistant minister for security. So by the time he took the substantive position, he understood the ministry like the back of his hand. And for poor Dr. Matiang'i, before he settles to the office, he has departmental meetings, and he begins to understand the intricacies. It will be way after August 8th. So I'm not sure whether he'll be able to hit the ground running.
All right.
But again, we go back to our constitution, because President Kenyatta did not have an option. He had to pick somebody from within the cabinet. Maybe, unless he wanted maybe to recall the National Assembly to come and look at the name, and it would have taken us 4 weeks to have a substantive minister. So I think President Kenyatta was caught in a dead corner.
All right. That's why we leave it for the.
I would want to say something about about the cabinet and appointing politicians. First, it's important for us to be clear that the Constitution does not disallow politicians being appointed. It is just that the setup of government under the new constitution encourages for people who are authorities in their respective areas to be appointed. And I do not know where people got this notion that politicians are not professionals. As we speak, we have Mukisa Kitui doing an international job.
The president who said he will not have politicians.
That's what I'm saying, but he said against the constitution. That's just what I'm responding to. There is nothing in the constitution that denies him. It was a personal.
All right.
You know, that was personal, that we are not going to have politicians here. Yeah, but having had politicians there, they did not break any law, and that's why nobody has gone to court.
All right.
I just wanted to make that clear.
Ben, allow me to buttress that point, because it's very important. Yes. What Professor Kindiki, in my understanding, what he wanted to communicate is that President Kenyatta has gone against his own promise that he's not going to allow public servants to engage in politics. Right now, we have principal secretaries and cabinet secretaries doing active politics. In fact, President Kenyatta said that one of his last moments within Kaiseri was doing active politics. When you look at Chapter 6, it bars public servants, including cabinet secretaries,